Yo, hello. Yo, it's working. Alright. Bang, bang, bang. Your boy's playing against LorcyLovesYou. Let me get the numbers off the screen. There's no numbers on the screen? Alright, cool. Playing against LorcyLovesYou. He's got the Blastoise weird joint. So if I had to guess, he's just gonna bring like he's probably just gonna lead Talonflame plus Blastoise, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm just gonna bring my Frostlass plus Primarina up on the lead. We're gonna bring our Roar Incineroar, very important in this matchup, and we're gonna bring our Sneasler. I think we could bring our King. No, I would bring King Gambit, but it doesn't have much use to be honest. So yeah, we're just gonna roll with this. We're gonna try. The win condition here is literally just to get Primarina set up, just try and sweep the game. The issue is we didn't bring Sinistcha, so we have to also preserve our HP on Prim at the same time. That's the win conditions ATM. But you know, obviously win conditions come and go during the game. So we got Gambit, Frostlass up on lead. So I'm not gonna say I know Lorcy, but I am pretty sure. I have the open sheet actually. So in terms of EVs, I'm pretty sure this King Gambit outspeeds me. But this is a low kick King Gambit, which means my Prim is kind of chilling at the. Oh wait, no, this is not. I do not have his open team sheet. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna guess. So we're just gonna Veil up and Carmine. And we might be sacking our Frostlass here turn 1, but it is worth it in order to get our Primarina set up. So what I could potentially do is I could do something like switch an Incineroar, and if he Calm Minds, I have like this little mind game where I have Roar on Incineroar and his King Gambit. His King Gambit can low kick me actually, so it's not really that free. We need to check the speeds here. So my Frostlass is the fastest thing on the field currently. We need to see the Flood's gonna move next, probably Calm Mind if I had to presume. So the thing I would look to here is my Prim gonna move first, or is the King Gambit gonna move first? My Prim's gonna move first actually, which is very surprising. Okay. Okay, so he has Iron Head. He's not low kick. Okay, that's good to know. We have leftovers on Prim, so recovery. We're not starved for recovery on this team. So this next turn, yeah, like I said, we could go for something like switch in Incineroar, or we could try to get Chip on the Gambit, and we can get rid of it that way as well. On his team, he doesn't really have. He has great ways to wall my Prim with his Sinistcha, but he doesn't have great ways to stop me from doing a ton of damage. So we're just gonna go for the Blizzard plus Moonblast here. I think that's the right play. I think he's personally gonna go for Sucker Punch. He protects his King Gambit. Great play. Great play. Will not lie to you. So yeah, at this point, I'm kind of looking for a freeze. I won't lie. A freeze onto the opposing player would be great for me in this position because I have just made the wrong play. He Calm Minds up once again. Okay, so yeah, that's quite unfortunate for me. So yeah, my Moonblast can go in. He's got Draining Kiss. So another thing that I could do is I could attempt to protect my Frostlass. I think he's kind of scared of getting hacked by what's it called? I think he's kind of scared of getting hacked by the cause he needs to Draining Kiss, because otherwise my Sneasler goes a little bit too crazy into him. So I'm gonna protect my Frostlass here, because I personally think he's gonna go for Draining Kiss and like Iron Head. He goes for Dazzling Gleam. I think that's the wrong play personally, but that's just me. So Dazzling Gleam gets clicked. We're gonna Moonblast. Should do pretty good damage actually. Okay, that's not good damage at all. I will not lie to you, and he does read my life because of the Iron Head. Yeah, this is a... okay, this is pretty much a done game, to be honest. We can attempt to salvage this. So... ideally, what I'd want to happen is I'd want to sack my Frostlass so I can get my Sneasler in free. So that way, I am threatening both Mons on the field. Because at the moment, he doesn't have... I think he's gonna... oh, okay, there's my freeze, there's my freeze. That's what we were playing for. Yep. That's what we needed. Okay, so yeah, the play here is to just go for Blizzard plus, there's no other play. It's literally just go for Blizzard plus Moonblast into Floette and try to pick up the KO. I could read... no, this is bad for me always. Yeah, this is always bad for me. So he's going to switch in Sinister to get healing. I just need him to not Thor on turn 1. So we get our Blizzard. And we get a crit! Oh my god, the Hax is insane. Yo, did he full freeze? We freeze the Sinister as well! Oh my god! Does he stay frozen? And he stays frozen! Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Lorcy! Oh no, man, I'm so sorry, bro. No fucking way, dude. Yo! I've never hacked him that hard. I have never hacked him that hard. He forfeits because he hasn't really got much offensive pressure in the back. Wow. What a yeah, I definitely robbed him of that game 1. I mean, that's kind of like, I mean, like, it's very weird because to a degree, right? To a degree, he could have lowered the chance of him getting frozen if he had just gone for my Frostlass instead of the Primarina. Like, he started playing like extremely passive around it. So to an extent, like, it is kind of on him for getting frozen. But at the same time, like, yeah, I did rob him. So should we go with the same ones is the question. So our King Gambit is actually pretty strong into his core. Apart from the Floette. So once we remove Floette, our King Gambit looks very strong because his King Gambit is Ironhead. So his best way to take out my King Gambit is Floette and Incineroar. Because I'm assuming he brought Incineroar in the back. He could have brought Talonflame as well. That's very much possible. I think for now, I'm going to stick with the Incineroar. Just so I have double fake out pressure for the late game in case things get shies. But yeah, that was definitely, he definitely got robbed. He definitely got robbed extremely hard. I will not lie, like, I do recognize when, you know, there are games I just should not have won. And he did outplay me. He got, like, every turn correct up until that freeze. You know, like, I protected my Frostlass. He doubled into my Primarina, which means I could have gotten a Blizzard off and I would have lived a Dazzling Gleam. But I was afraid of a Sucker Punch. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely robbed him, but it is what it is. You know, Blizzard Free is going to do what Blizzard Free does. That's kind of why Frostlass is a really good mod as well. Frostlass is able to, you know, be so tanky with the Aurora Veil and then just get multiple Blizzards off in the same game. So we're going to see Blastoise and Incineroar completely given up on the... Okay, well, this is actually pretty weird because now... So, usually I would expect a... So I could double protect, but I feel like he's going to double out. EU thing, by the way. I just think he's gonna double out. Because I could Shadow Ball his Blastoise and his War Spout doesn't do that much damage, but I could put up the Veil. This play is pretty much safe. I won't lose this game turn 1 from making this play. Because I'll always get my Veil up. And if he doesn't fake out, then my Prim will always get a Calm Mind up as well. Blastoise Knight goes. We're gonna see it activated. I'm not sure if he Shell Smash. If he Shell Smash, then he gets Game. I will say it does get scary. So we're gonna see fake out into my prim, so that was a bad play from me. Rovel's gonna go up. If he shell smash and I just didn't see on the team sheet, that's gonna be a little bit crazy. And then he's probably gonna go for dark holes. Okay, he is shell smash. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's smashing in the club right now. Okay, so I think my play. Okay, this is where it gets weird. So if I had to assume, Lorcy would never. I don't think Lorcy would ever go for. I don't think he'd ever go for War Spout here. So I think he's gonna go for the hard read and just parting shot into my prim with Incineroar. So I'm gonna make this play. Any helping hands? Okay, that's on me. That is completely up. That is completely on me. I think this is still like to a degree still the right play, but only to a degree, man. Yeah, we are most certainly our Frosthouse is most certainly dead here. So now the question to be asked is what can we do? So my King Gambit would have went okay into this. Let's see what he plans on doing, right? So we switch in Sneasler, right? He can still lose. He can still lose. So here's the thing. I am Sash, but that doesn't get me anywhere. You know what I mean? So while I could fake out Moonblast into the Blastoise on some read shit, I think for now, fake out the Incineroar and Calm Mind is the right play. I'm just gonna go for the hard read. I don't think he needs to. Yeah, he doesn't need to protect, to be completely honest. So this play makes sense. So my Unburden gets activated with Sneasler because of this. My Prim takes absolutely no damage thanks to the Aurora Veil. Lorcy might be kind of cooked here. Will not lie. Especially if I get this next play right. Because I don't have a 100% safe play, right? Because it's Pasha Bay and Incineroar, so always live a Hyper Voice. It doesn't live close combat, but he can hard switch Sinister in. And if he hard switches in Sinister, then my correct play is always to okay. I think CC the Incineroar. He's not gonna not protect Blastoise again. I think that's too many. Yeah, hard switches in Sinister, but I could have covered for this better by close combating the Blastoise. But yep, I get the play right. He does indeed protect. Okay, now. Okay, now it gets interesting. So Sinister is pretty much always incentivized to go for a Rage Powder here. Question is to Hyper. I think we Hyper Voice. I think Protect and Hyper Voice is always the right play. Because I think he's just gonna go for Rage Powder. Right? He doesn't have to complicate it. I think as long as my Prim stays alive, we should have this game wrapped up, packed up. But it could get complicated because my Prim would essentially be in a 1v2. Hyper Voice should still do good damage into this Blastoise, and Blastoise shouldn't be able to do much damage back to me. He's gonna go for Water Spout, if I had to assume. He could life you up. Okay, Rage Powder gets cooked, so we made the right play. The question is, you know, what are we messing with, right? What types of damage are we talking about here? Not a lot of damage at all. Okay, our Prim might be ready to sweep in a little bit. Hyper Voice doesn't actually do 50, and it doesn't do much to Chai either. So the question is, do we sack our Primarina, right? I mean, sorry, do we sack our Incineroar in the back? And I think the answer is always yes. Because assuming this Moonblast kills Sinister, then we can protect on the Incineroar. I expect I expect Water Spout to kill our Incineroar. We might have to go for a double protect at some point in the game. And by that I mean like protect Sneasler twice in a row. If I had to imagine. But yeah, his Water Spout is going to do less damage now than it was doing before. So we're going to sack our Incineroar. Like I said, if we bought King Gambit, this was probably kind of okay. Okay, goes for Dark Pulse. Interesting. Dark Pulse plus Marsha Gotcha is the play artist team is making. Yep. This is going to do a lot of damage, actually. I don't think we can win this. Because his Sinister is faster as well. The issue. It could get worse if we get flinched. Yeah, we get flinched. Okay. Is there a way to come back from this? Probably not, right? Because this Sinister also has Protect. Okay, I'm just gonna go for some hard reads. Yeah. Just gonna go for a hard read. Because I could win off like a. If I make this play, he protects his Sinister. I don't know. I think he might always just lock Marsha Gotcha in with Sinister. I think this was the wrong play. So for now, it's the correct play. For now, it's the correct play. Well, okay, as I'm looking at it, right? He might just Water Spout. Yeah, Water Spout. Great play. Okay, my only play here is to fake out his Incineroar, hoping that I'm faster, and then move last. And then that also that Water Spout somehow has to knock him. I'm probably sure. I mean, I could have forfeited. Okay, I just inputted the wrong play as well. So hopefully he protects his Blastoise here. For whatever reason. He has the fast Incineroar, so I want to see how much damage this did. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too crazy going on in this game. So if I had to imagine what went wrong, well, obviously, first of all, just didn't know he was Shell Smash. I didn't have the proper team sheet to know that he was Shell Smash. Bringing Cha is a little bit. It's not an option because he has Dark Pulse on his joint. We could lead better. Yeah, we could lead much better into him. So if we lead our Sneasler, but he could like read that and adapt and lead his other mon instead. Wasn't Incineroar useful that game? Was he more useful than Sinister is my question. And I think no. I think Gambit. I think I was right in that we should bring our Gambit into this matchup over the Incineroar. I'm pretty sure he's locked in the same mon, so he's probably gonna lead Incineroar again. Like I said, he is Pasha Berry on the. Okay, leads Floette. So. Well, there's nothing else for us to do, to be honest. We kind of just have to fake out Floette, Calm Mind. That's always the play turn one. And then we can go for something. Just depends on what that something is. So... okay. Basically... I'm thinking, right? So let's say these set of players go down, right? If I can Dire Claw, I have the ability to Dire Claw plus Moonblast his Floette, right? And I also have the ability to KO Incineroar instantly. I think the issue is I don't have Raw Incineroar on the back. So I can go for this Dark Claw, it won't kill. And that's fine though. Because eventually we'll win, right? But we just need the Spit Death boost. But I don't think I think we should go for the Dark Claw. I think we should go for the Dark Claw. Because as much, like, yeah, he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it like pretty easily, right? I was thinking if I Moonblast his Floette, then I could put it in range potentially of what's it called? This is gonna be Pong Shot to Primarina, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's in range of Blizzard from Frostlass, right? But I think after the Sinister switch in, it wouldn't have been in range anymore. And my only other play from there would have, well, just not worked. So if I had to imagine, this is a tough position. We can stall and protect our Prim, but it's kind of like delaying the inevitable. And I don't know if we'll have a better chance to just switch out Sneasler here. So I'm just going to switch in Frostlass and Calm Mind, because my Frostlass is still quite tanky for what it's worth. And I do need Veil Up in order to win in the long term. I need Veil Up, and I also need to remove this Sinister, because then that opens up my Sneasler to win the game, right? He essentially, basically, like, the most important one on his team is that Floette, but the other most important one is indeed that Sinister. Anyways, gives me a free switch into Frostlass, and does massive chip onto my Primarina, actually. Oh, we disabled his Matcha Gotcha, which is extremely fucking funny. Will not lie. So the question, I think, this is a tough one. I think based on the fact that we literally just disabled his Matcha Gotcha, even if he wanted to double attack here, he just can't. Right? But what if he just does? Because he did just protect, right? I'm going for it. I don't think he's gonna Rage Powder. I think he's gonna hard switch. Yeah. Yep, hard switches in Incineroar. He's probably going to Draining Kiss, something, like the Frostlass, for example. But hopefully, hopefully one, we get a freeze. I'd love a freeze. But Blizzard is going to do 20%. He Calm Minds again! Yep, we made the right play. This is the right play. This is always the right play. And now he's in range of Blizzard. Guys, that's how you do it right there. That is how you do it. Alright, now... Problems. As much as he has... No, this is where we force in... I'm just gonna double protect, I think. Because he knows I can go for Blizzard. Actually, no. I think the right play is to protect Frostlass and Moonblast the Floette. Hard switches. I think he's gonna Draining Kiss off of my Frostlass. So yeah, I think he's gonna Drakus off of my Frost Slash. So then this Moonblast should put him back into range of yeah, this Moonblast should put him back into range of Blizzard. He Drakus with the Frost Slash. Perfect play right there. Absolutely. Just a little something that we do on this fucking in this game. Just a little something. We don't take out Floette yet, but at this point we're kind of like just in the lead by a lot. So what we can do here is Blizzard and Moonblast do the Sinister slot. And if I had to imagine, oh, actually we should have Calm Minded. We should have Calm Minded with Prim actually. Yeah, we should Calm Minded with Prim. But I think at this point we could just play it like extremely safe. Because we're putting a lot of pressure on this Sinister, right? We've gotten the Sinister in on the wrong side. He withdraws Floette. Fucking Gambit. Alright, so yep, this is a dead Sinister. Hopefully we get freeze. Can we get freeze? Yes! Oh, but Machagacha actually breaks out of freeze. Oh, that's funny. So unless like Trick Room was clicked, yeah. So Machagacha breaks out. Machagacha misses into the Prim Arena. Yep, GG. At this point, we can just spam Hyperclick. Actually, is this King Gambit SD? No, it's not, because it's Ironhead. Yeah. And match ends in the forfeit. There we go. Bang! Beats Lorcy. I beat him in SV as well. Like, he's actually had my number, like, past couple of times I've played him, but, you know, this time I got him. Anyways, GG's. That's a W for me. Yeah, I just wanted to record it.